Okay, good morning, all of you. So today we are going to discuss some of the part of unit number 3, leading and controlling. This is the syllabus, leading, leadership and controlling. This unit is having 3 part. So first part is relevant to leading. So in that particular part, we are going to see human factors in managing. Actually, whom you are managing, especially manpower, right? So you are managing machines, material, money, but human factor is one of the very important aspect in industry that you need to manage. So certain factors are there related to human that we have to discuss today in this particular part. Then what is the motivation? Motivation is very essential in the organization to get the work done from employee, right? Employee should be motivated always, right? Without motivation, uh, getting work done is quite difficult. So for that purpose, manager uses various theories like carrot theory, stick carrot and stick theory, then Maslow's theory, right? So such a theories of motivations are there in this particular unit that we have to discuss. The next part is there after leading, leadership. So that leadership concept everybody is knowing very well, right? But still, this middle part of this unit is very simple. Like, what is the concept of leadership? What are the styles manager use for leading? Right? Everybody has a different style to manage people, right? So that leadership styles we have to see. Then communication part related thing we have to learn, like what are the communication processes, then types of communication like oral communication, written communication, non-verbal communication, right? So all of you know related to this type of communications. So we have to see in detail what is meaning and importance of oral communication, written communication, non-verbal communication, and why it is important in the industries. And third part of this unit is a controlling. So there we have to see uh, process of controlling, how people, how manager control the every aspect in industry, you can say, maybe manpower, machine, money, material, how they control. So they continuously monitor it, right? So and that they control, that we know. So and again we are going to see control techniques. So control techniques, how a manager implement various control techniques and how they control. So this is the syllabus of unit number 3. Okay, so as you know, leading and controlling is the function of manager. So we have seen, I think, in previous 2 chapters, like 3 functions we have seen, right? Can anybody tell me how many functions we have seen in previous 2 chapters? And these are the two again. So earlier 3 we have seen 3 functions of manager, and again these 2 functions we have to see, leading and controlling. So total 5 function we have to learn up to third number chapter. Anybody remember how many functions of managers we have seen? Anybody remembered? You can put in chat box. Respond something. Can you hear me? Put in chat box. 3 words are there. 3 functions we have seen. I am telling. So at least you should put there. And leading and controlling is also function of managers. So beyond that also, with previous 2 chapters we have seen 3 functions. Anybody's putting in chat box? We have completed 2 chapters, and there we covered majorly 3 functions of manager. Obviously, various other aspects also we learned, but basically we focused on three functions in previous two chapters. No, friend planning, that function we have seen in unit number 1, and second unit itself is a function of manager, like organizing and staffing, right? So planning, organizing, staffing, that function we have seen, and now we are going to learn leading and controlling. Okay, so first section, as you know, based on the functions of manager mostly. Okay, so this is syllabus for unit number 3 that I have discussed with you, leading, leadership, controlling. So this major discussion will be there in this unit. Then textbook which you should refer is Essentials of Management. For this unit also, as you referred, or I suggested to refer the same book for earlier 2 units also. Then assignment questions. So there are basic 4 assignment questions which are asked in university examination. So first question is, write note on leadership behavior and styles. Explain 4 extreme styles. There are so many styles. So here they asked 4 styles for 8 mark. So at the beginning, in this question you have to explain leadership behavior means what, and what are the styles of leadership, and you have to enlist styles, and any 4 you have to choose, and you have to elaborate. So this will be for 8 mark question. So first part of this question is for 4 mark, and explanation for 4 mark. Okay, second question is there, discuss types of communication by taking suitable example. As you know, in syllabus we have seen few types of communications, types of communication. You have to explain with the help of suitable example, right? In industry, why it is necessary, when which type of communication should be used, when, that should be explained here for 8 mark. Then third question is there, what is motivation. You have to define motivation, and you have to explain Maslow's theory of motivation. Okay, so uh, maybe for definition 1 mark, and remaining 7 mark will be for theory and block diagram also. Okay, so this will be the third number question. Then fourth number question, compare the written and oral communication in industrial organization. Compare the written and oral communication in industrial organization. So what exact difference is there between written and oral communication? Very simple logical question, a general question. Even without teaching also, you people can start writing. Okay, so this is also a very simple question. Okay, so for IC also, you can mention such a important question, star mark. Remember these questions for IAC. Start preparing for your IAC. Basically, it will be based on unit number 1, 2, and 3. Then let us start about the title of chapter, leading and controlling. So in this title, there are 2 words, right? Basic 2 words, leading and controlling. Can anybody elaborate what is meaning of leading? Because we have seen in unit number 1 functions of manager, and there we discussed a lot regarding leading. So what you understood from leading? Can somebody put in chat box? What you understood from leading? What is exact meaning of leading? Don't listen only. At least respond something. Take efforts to put in chat box. Type few words there. You people are just listening. Yes, it is easy, no doubt. You are getting, but try to interact. Let me see how many of you are listening, or how many of you are getting what I am telling to you. Actually, in previous subject, entrepreneurship development, you interacted a lot. I was very happy. don't know why you people are not interacting. Yes, my question is there. What you understood from leading? So put into three word, like leading is nothing but so and so. Okay, Muska, Attar is telling leading. Let me see message. Leading means taking initiative and controlling. Means keeping eye on it. Okay, so very nicely you mentioned. So leading means actually uh, what you said. So little confusing. First part, controlling, I can understand. Controlling means keeping eye on it, eye on that. Okay. So monitoring, that proper word you can say. Controlling is nothing but monitoring the activities. Means by eyes. Okay. So good. But first part that you mentioned, like leading means taking initiative. So it is not like that. Leading means influencing and motivating the employee. आपण जो लिडिंगचा अर्थ घेतो ना, तो तुम्ही एक्झॅक्ट मांडला. पण इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये लिडिंग, मॅनेजरच्या लिडिंग बद्दल बोलतोय. वी आर डिस्कसिंग अबाउट दी फंक्शन्स ऑफ मॅनेजर. ओके. सो मॅनेजरच्या लिडिंग बद्दल आपण बोलतोय. आपण जे म्हणतो ना लिडिंग, इनिशिएटिव्ह घेणे, त्याला लिडिंग वगैरे म्हणतो. एक्झॅक्ट. बट हिअर इट इज अ फंक्शन ऑफ मॅनेजर. सो व्हॉट मिनिंग वी शुड टेक? यू आर राईट. सो इट इज नॉट रॉंग आन्सर. But influencing and motivating the employees means here also he's taking initiative. What kind of initiative he's taking? For motivating the employees. For that he is taking leading. He is taking lead for that, right? So influencing म्हणजे परिणाम करणे त्यांच्यावर, बोलून सांगून. ओके, त्यांना ट्रेनिंग देऊन. सो परिणाम करणे, इन्फ्लुअन्स होणे म्हणजे इन्फ्लुएन्सिंग म्हणजे त्यांच्यावर परिणाम करणे, पॉझिटिव्ह, त्यांना मोटिवेट करणे. सो दॅट इज नथिंग बट leading. So influencing and motivating employees to perform the task assigned to them. कशासाठी मोटिवेट करायचंय? So getting work done from them and getting tasks done from them. Whatever task assigned to them, getting that work done from them. For that purpose, influencing and motivating the employee. So this is a function of manager, and it is called as a leading. Okay. Then controlling, you mentioned very nicely, like monitoring the activities. Swami Samarth is also telling, if given some work to employee, so in less time we complete the work with the help of them by motivating them. Exactly. So you are, I think you are talking about the leading, right? So if task is given within less time, if you are able to get the work done from them, means you are leading very nicely. You are doing very nice work as a manager, because people are listening you. People, employees are getting influenced due to your speech, due to your training, due to your guidelines, due to your direction. Okay. So good. I am happy. At least few people started interacting. Okay. So you are right. Both the person, remaining people also, please try to interact so that we'll understand. This is a very simple subject. You can understand easily, but let us have a discussion. Okay. So controlling, again, I want to elaborate controlling. I hope you got the leading concept. Then controlling, monitoring activities to ensure. Why monitoring activity should be there, or in the language of Muskan, like keeping eye on it, means monitoring it. Okay. Monitoring the activity, why it should be done by manager? To ensure objectives are achieved as planned and correcting if any significant deviation. So controlling is nothing but always monitoring that activity. Why activity should be monitored? Because manager has to achieve certain objective. He has to ensure that objective is going to achieve as per the plan, right? So planning is also done by manager. So he has to check, he has to continuously monitor, like everything is happening according to plan or not. And then if any correction is there, if something is not happening according to plan, then he, whatever deviations are there in plan and whatever happenings, if there is any deviation, he has to correct it at that place. So that is controlling. समझ. So I hope you got the these two things. Once again, we'll discussed earlier also, as a title of chapter I have elaborated it. Then central idea of this chapter, friends, in short I want to tell, This particular need deals with motivation and its theory, leadership concept, styles, and communication. So around this few word, this chapter is there. So why this chapter is important for you, friend? As Swami Samarth is also told, like without motivation, people will not work, right? And within less time, you will not get output, right? Whatever stipulated time, you should not say always less. Whatever stipulated time required for that particular project or task, you can say. So motivation is important aspect for getting things done from employee. If you will not motivate them, motivation includes like maybe training, giving guideline, proper direction, right? So that they will get motivate and they feel like, yes, this is objective of our manager, we should work hard to accomplish that particular objective. Getting? So motivation is important. Then leader uses various theories and styles to motivate their employees. Everybody has different style to motivate people, right? Everybody is having different already established theories people are using. Some managers, and some managers are using their own style, right? And everybody has different style, and every style is having pros and cons, right? So we are going to discuss that styles. So this chapter is important as far as the motivation and leading is concerned. Two things are very important in this chapter. So what is the motivation, what are the theories, and what are the its styles of leading? Okay, so two aspects, that's why this chapter is important. And at the end, you people are going to become manager in future, right? Definitely, because it's your role. You have to manage any of the department, and there you have to motivate your employees, and you have to get the work done from them. Getting? So this chapter is linked to a CO number ME 422.2 that is given below. Illustrate the concept of organizing, staffing, leading, and controlling. For previous chapter, for second number chapter and third number chapter, CO is same. Okay, so let us start our bit by bit discussion. I want to explain first leading. Okay, so instead of discussing human factors affecting in managing, before that I want to explain this part, like leading. Again, let us discuss how many elements are there, what things should be considered in detail. We'll see. So, as you know, friends, leading is the process of influencing individual behavior to get the work done from them to achieve organizational objectives. Right. So that definition we have seen. What is the leading? Leading is the process of influencing individual. So, what kind of individual behavior to get the work done from them? You influence by any way. You use any style as a leader. Okay. So that process is called as a leading. And you have to influence, right? That person should get influenced. And not only influence, he should not say, yes, yes, I will do, but he should do that work. Right? And objective of both these people, who is leading and who is getting influenced, both people should have same objective, right? So this is a requirement, and they should strive for it. So that is a leading concept. Okay, I hope you understood. Leading is a process of influencing individual behavior to get the work done from them. Another definition is there: the process of inspiring others to work hard to accomplish the important task is called as leading or leadership. तोच meaning आहे. वरती इन्फ्लुअन्स केलाय आणि इथे इन्स्पायर केलंय. So it's one and the same thing, right? So process of inspiring others to work hard. आता मुस्कान म्हणेल की मी सांगितलं होतं की इनिशिएटिव्ह घेणे म्हणजे लिडिंग आहे. राईट. सो ही इज टेकिंग इनिशिएटिव्ह, राईट? मॅनेजर इज टेकिंग इनिशिएटिव्ह. Which kind of initiative? Inspiring others, influencing others, getting work done from them. That kind of initiative he has taken. So in that sense, you are right. Okay. Then leading includes following elements. Let us discuss one by one. Leading includes these points: giving order and instruction to subordinate. It is a role, right? Leader has to give instruction. He is the boss there, right? Manager is the boss, and he has to instruct his subordinates. So leading includes first thing like giving orders and instruction to subordinates. Which kind of order? What is task? A certain objective is there. Task or objective, right? Every organization is having objective. त्यांना काय करायचंय? त्यांना अशी बॉटल बनवायची. They have to produce so and so product. So giving order to produce that product is the function, or you can say element of the leading. And instruction for that also. Like how you should work, what thing you should follow, which care you should take. So let it be any instruction. सूचना म्हणू शकतो. हे असं करू नका, हे मटेरियल वापरा, हे टूल वापरा, हे कूलंट वापरा. सो सच काइंड ऑफ इन्स्ट्रक्शन. अँड टू होम? टू सबऑर्डिनेट. सबऑर्डिनेट म्हणजे लीडरच्या खालचे जे लोक कामं करतात त्यांना आपण सबऑर्डिनेट शब्द वापरतो. गेटिंग? So this is one of the element of leading. Then guiding about task assigned to them. Guiding about task assigned to them. So guiding means how process they should follow. Which kind of process they should follow. कसं केलं पाहिजे, करून दाखवलं पाहिजे, राईट? मॅनेजर शुड नो दॅट, लाईक हा या असं करायचंय, ओके असं करून दाखवतो मी. So next time, here onwards, you produce 100 jobs in this way. So that kind of guidance, right? मार्गदर्शन म्हणतो आपण त्याला. कसं करायचं सांगितलं पाहिजे. वर्कर दे डोंट नो, राईट? सबऑर्डिनेट दे डोंट नो what kind of expectation is there from customer. He should guide them for that. असं करून द्या, अशी अशी ऑर्डर आलेली आहे, राईट? इन दॅट सेन्स. देन एनकरेज ऑदर्स टू टेक इनिशिएटिव्ह. लीडर स्वतः इनिशिएटिव्ह घेतोच, बट ही ऑल्सो इनकरेज ऑदर्स टू टेक इनिशिएटिव्ह. ही गिव्ह मोटिवेशन टू ऑदर्स टू टेक इनिशिएटिव्ह. ऑल्सो आस्क टू मेक डिसिजन. लीडिंग फक्त स्वतः इनिशिएटिव्ह घेणं नव्हे. सो एनकरेजिंग ऑदर्स टू टेक इनिशिएटिव्ह ऑल्सो, दॅट इज लीडिंग. Then making decisions, asking others to make decisions, and motivating or encouraging them to use their knowledge. इतके एलिमेंट्स आहेत लीडिंग मध्ये. नुसतं इनिशिएटिव्ह स्वतः घेणं आणि काम करत पळणं, इट इज नॉट ए लीडिंग. लीडिंग ऑल्सो includes encouraging others to take initiative, encouraging others to make decisions, and use their knowledge. Yes, everybody is having knowledge, but who should encourage them? Manager, and it is one of the element in leading. Supervision and coordination of work. Always he has to supervise. Suppose one task need 1 month, okay, that span it is required to complete that task. So leading includes this important element of supervision. Manager has to continuously supervise, like yes, it is happening or not. He should take always follow up, he should take meeting, right? And how much work is completed, how much work is remained, anything is required additionally, is manpower required additionally, material, money, right? Like that coordination is the element in leading. Then giving others the freedom to put their ideas and solution into practice. It is very important. And then only manager will become successful. If you give freedoms to other, like asking them to put your ideas, put your solutions, right? So that kind of freedom should be given to subordinate. You should listen them. Many managers don't have a habit to listen others. So as a manager, this is a very important element in leading. You should give freedom to others and asking them to put your ideas. Listen, and maybe if it is not valuable idea, it's your role to curtail it if it is not important. And solution into practice. If somebody is telling idea and if somebody is having solution for it, give freedom to put in practice and see the result and monitor it. Okay, so this is also important element in leading. Barabar, I hope you understood the concept of leading. लीडिंग म्हणजे फक्त इनिशिएटिव्ह घेणं नव्हे. सो लीडिंग इन्क्लूड्स सो मेनी एलिमेंट्स लाईक गिव्हिंग ऑर्डर, गिव्हिंग इन्स्ट्रक्शन, गिव्हिंग गाईडलाईन, asking, encouraging people for initiative, encouraging people for making decision, encouraging people to use their knowledge, making supervision, making coordination, giving freedom to his employee, right? Getting ideas from them, getting solutions from them, asking them to implement. हे सगळे एलिमेंट्स लीडिंग मध्ये आहेत. गेटिंग? सो एनिथिंग एनीबडी वांट टू ऍड हियर, or any doubt is there? Shall we proceed? Say yes, no, something. I'm feeling very odd whenever you are not responding anything now. I'm feeling too much odd, like one person only talking. Okay. Swami Samarth, good, thank you. So we'll proceed. So human factors in managing. Next bit. So friends, managing requires the creation and maintenance of an environment in which individuals work together in group towards the accomplishment of the objective that everybody is knowing, right? So it includes a variety of factors. Human factors are so many, right? So without considering that factors, you cannot become a proper manager. You have to consider human factor, because most of the time you are managing people, right? Machines are there at that place, right? Just you are handling the manpower, and manpower humans or people are controlling that machineries. Means ultimately, whom manager should control, or whom manager should consider most of the time? Humans, right? So he's interacting with human, and he should consider a variety of factors. So I have quoted a few people like motivation. Few minutes back we have seen like motivation. Why motivation is important? Without motivation, things cannot be done, right? Motivation is important, and motivation means what, that we have seen, right? So multiplicity of the roles. You have to consider one person is having so many responsibilities. Most of the time manager think like, if I give the order, that person should do immediately. But he has to understand that particular employee is having so many roles, multiple roles he is having. Getting? So he's not like that, as you told and he completed it. As a manager, that factor you have to consider. He's human, and he is having two hands. He can do one work at a time, right? One, two at least. If he is having multitasking, he can do two tasks at a time. But if you ask him to do four, five tasks and you are asking results immediately, can he do it? He will get demotivated. He will get depressed, right? His efficiency will go down. So, as a manager, you have to consider this human factor while managing, and don't give multiple role to one person. As a manager, it's your responsibility who what task should be done on priority basis. Give that task to your subordinates. It is very common sense, right? But sometimes people say like, work देऊन टाका, करत राहतील लोक. It is not like that. Okay, so work should be done efficiently always. As a manager, you are having control over it, right? You are monitoring always. So as one work is get completed, assign another work immediately. But don't give burden or employee. So whenever you will also become manager, that time you have to think. आपण जर 3 विषय अभ्यासाला घेतले एकदम, जमणार आहेत का आपल्याला? एक पुस्तक डिझाईनचं, एक थर्मलचं, एक सॉमचं, टॉमचं, असे पुस्तक घेऊन 3 अभ्यास नाही करू शकणार आपण, बरोबर? So that is the meaning of multiplicity of role. That factor is very important that you have to consider. Then no average person. Don't neglect anybody. Don't neglect anybody. So everybody is having capability. So you should not neglect like हा व्यक्ती करत नाही काम, हा चांगला करतो याला द्या. It is not like that. Okay, so no, don't neglect anybody. Personal dignity, very very important. Everybody is having self respect, right? You have to consider he is a human, he is having self respect, right? So he is also living in society, he is also having family. So sometimes manager sorry for interruption. Okay, I got one phone call. So I was talking about the personal dignity. So we have to consider he is also human, he is also living in society, he is having self respect, right? So everybody's personal dignity should be maintained. Let it be peon. So you should treat accordingly. Everybody is human, right? At the end, let it be having a post of peon, manager, assistant manager, owner of organization. Let it be watchman also. Everybody is human, right? So it is a fact that let it be you are at higher position, you are a highly paid person, right, in the organization. But personal dignity is the important human factor. As a manager, person has to consider safety of everybody. Everybody, human needs safety, right? If at a certain time, if something happened to your machine, if machine damaged, we can understand, right? It can be repaired, it can be purchased new, right? But for human, you have to consider safety, and many of the organizations think like safety is first. Do you know? Many of the organization MNCs especially thinking like safety is first. Every time person should take care of safety. Even sometime if a situation is there like machine will get damaged if you will not switch off it, but you have to understand तिथे शॉर्ट सर्किट झालंय का, बरोबर. ते जाऊ दे, मशीन खराब होऊ देत, नो इश्यू, शॉर्ट सर्किट होऊन मशीन पण जळू देत. म्हणून सेफ्टी फर्स्ट इज द स्टेटमेंट मेनी टाइम people think, right? Safety may be in especially in mechanical industries. Mechanical industry, hazardous places are there, especially in foundry, right? Hot rolling, maybe high pressure, variety of thing is required in the organization related to high pressure, high temperature, high electricity load, right? So that time, or at the height, people are working at the height, people are handling heavy material. That time you should consider first your safety, not a job like boss told today it should be completed. You have to consider safety, and manager should think for this. That maybe you are some workers are doing welding, they should use hand gloves, they should use good quality goggles, right? And it should be informed to your workers or welders that you should use this safety goggles, safety shoes, apron, like right. So this information, that factor should be told to your employee from manager side. So while managing, this human factor is very important. Not only this hazardous places, even this manager should think like he should have certain पॉलिसी, विमा पॉलिसी म्हणतो आपण बऱ्याच वेळा, बरोबर. गरज आहे, बरोबर. इट इज ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द सेफ्टी. इफ समथिंग हॅपन टू दॅट पर्टिक्युलर एम्प्लॉई, who will do medical expenses, he should have mediclaim, right? Some of the policies, who should think about it while managing such a human factors. Manager should think who will take care of that particular employee if something happened wrong with that employee, right? He is having responsibility of family. So such a all aspect, so human factors that manager should consider while managing, not only work. Objective आहे म्हणून कसं पण अचीव करणं, is it true, or is it good, or is it a proper way? Definitely no. Safety is the first. Whenever you will become manager, you have to give this kind of guidelines, information, or you can say motivation to use such a kind of safety devices, safety related care they should take, right? And you should have that facility in your organization. You should make it available for everybody. Then fulfillment of the basic needs. They have basic needs, maybe facilities in the organization. बेसिक नीड्सच्या फुलफिलमेंट झाल्याच पाहिजेत. ह्युमन फॅक्टर इट इज व्हेरी ह्युमन, बेसिक ह्युमन फॅक्टर. बेसिक सॅलरी त्या वर्करला मिळली पाहिजे, त्या हेल्परला मिळली पाहिजे, लेबरला मिळली पाहिजे, राईट? इफ यू आर गिव्हिंग ₹200, only ₹200 and asking work for 12 hours, not possible. So you have to understand this person how much he need. It's your responsibility, right? You are using that manpower, you are getting work done for you, you are achieving your objectives. That person is also spending his time there, right? He's doing sincerely. So whose responsibility is to fulfill the basic needs of that particular employee? It's organization's need, right? And that factor you have to understand. So sometimes people say these some aspects you told emotionally. It is not. Human means there will be the emotions, remember. Human is also only having emotions, and that care should be taken by a manager. And yes, at the end, if somebody is not doing properly, he's just wasting the time. He's you can say like he's काय म्हणतो आपण त्याला, कल्चर कल्चर खराब करतोय ऑर्गनायझेशन मधलं, spoiling culture in the organization, wasting time, wasting always rejection rate is more in his product. अशा एम्प्लॉयला you can terminate, right? So this is another part. But certain factors which are common for everybody that you have to consider. uh, as a manager, it's your role. Okay. Then let us discuss motivation in detail. So I want to teach you two motivations theory. So before that, what is the motivation exactly? So definition is there: internal and external factors that stimulates desire and energy in people to become to be continue in a job to attain a goal is called as a motivation. What is the motivation? Internal and external factor that stimulates desire and energy in people to continue in a job to attain a goal is called as a motivation. So another definition we have seen at the beginning certain concept, but this is the basic definition. So motivation results from the interaction of both conscious and unconscious factors such as intensity of desire and need, then intensity of rewards, value and goals, expectation of individuals. So in definition we have mentioned like internal external factor. So these are the factors: intensity of desire, intensity of need, intensity of reward, incentive or reward, right? Expectation of individual. So these factors are the reason one has to behave a certain way. An example is a student that spend extra time studying for a test because he or she want a better grade in the class. Example I am mentioning. काय मोटिवेशन आहे इथं विद्यार्थ्यासाठी? मला हायर ग्रेड मिळवायचे. आय वॉन्ट बेटर ग्रेड इन द क्लास. मग हे त्याचं मोटिवेशन आहे, मला हे मिळवायचं आहे. डिझायर आहे, बरोबर? लेट इट बी इंटरनल फॅक्टर. सो फॉर दॅट व्हॉट ही इज डुईंग? He has to work hard. Getting? So simple example. So this is the motivation you can understand. So performance and motivation is having a nice relation. How performance is calculated? Performance is equal to ability into willingness. परफॉर्मन्स जर एखाद्या व्यक्तीचा काढायचा असेल तर कसा काढायचा? त्या व्यक्तीची ॲबिलिटी इंटू विलिंगनेस. नुसती ॲबिलिटी असून जमणार आहे का हो? कॅन यू गेट परफॉर्मन्स ओनली बेस्ड ऑन ॲबिलिटी? डेफिनेटली नो. देअर शुड बी द विलिंगनेस. And motivation is the enhancing the willingness to work which improves the performance. म्हणजे मोटिवेशन आणि विलिंगनेस एक खूप चांगलं रिलेशन आहे. So what is the relation? Motivation is enhancing the willingness. So how performance will be there? Ability into willingness means that's why for performance motivation is important. So you remember this formula. Performance is equal to ability to into willingness. तुम्ही मोटिवेशन दिले, विलिंगनेस पण काम करायचं, but if he is not having ability, can you get the performance? Here also no. So for performance, ability is also there. He should have ability to perform that work and willingness to perform that work. दोन्ही पण पाहिजे. विलिंगनेस पण पाहिजे आणि ability पण पाहिजे. काही लोकांकडे असतं ability, मी करू शकतो पण करायचंच नाहीये, विलिंगनेसच नाही. Everybody can secure the 10 out of 10 CGPA, right? But everybody is having ability as a student, but willingness is not there. Willingness is not there, but काही लोकांकडे ability नसते. डोळ्यांनी दिसत नाहीये, हातांनी लिहिता येत नाहीये, ability नाहीये, बरोबर. सो एक्झाम्पल आय एम टेलिंग. किंवा ब्रेन प्रॉब्लेम आहे, लक्षात राहत नाही, ॲबिलिटी नाही त्याच्याकडे रिमेंबरिंगची, राईट. सो इन शॉर्ट आय वॉन्ट टू टेल मोटिवेशन is having relation with performance. Other without motivation, performance is not there. So performance is directly proportional to motivation. In short, you can remember. Okay. So let us discuss motivation theory. So friends, there are two basic theories: Maslow's theory and carrot and stick theory. Maslow's theory I need to explain once in detail, but carrot and stick, next lecture we are going to discuss on this. So first read the story of carrot and stick. गाजराची आणि काठीची गोष्ट ऐकून या, वाचून या. आपल्याला माहिती आहे गाढव असते, गाढवाच्या पुढे गाजर बांधलेलं असते आणि वरती एक त्याचा मालक बसलेला असतोय आणि ते काठीने त्याला मारत असतोय आणि ते गाढव पुढे का जात असते, त्याला वाटतं ते गाजर आपल्याला मिळेल. So based on that particular concept, this theory is developed. So let us discuss next time, but let us discuss this theory today, Maslow's theory. Okay, so this is a motivation theory. So you have to motivate your employees by telling this theory. Maslow actually basically found the needs, like physiological need, not psychological. Physiological need means physical needs. Everybody is having physical needs. अन्न, वस्त्र, निवारा, बरोबर. अजून त्याच्यामध्ये बऱ्याचशा ऍड झाल्यात, बट दीज आर दी फिजिओलॉजिकल नीड्स. देन सेफ्टी नीड. Everybody is having safety need, right? Maybe you can say money, right? Insurance. Then social needs, that also there. Then esteem needs and self-actualization. So basically there are 5 basic needs: physiological need, safety need, social need, esteem need, and self-actualization need. So this is a triangle. Actually, we are going to discuss again in detail every aspect, these 5 needs in detail. But let us understand here with the help of this pyramid. So at the bottom, you have basic needs means, and these are the more weightage should be given more. Basic needs. Then safety need, again less weightage. Social needs, less weightage. Esteem need, and then self-actualization. So let us discuss what Maslow told regarding these basic needs. So Maslow's theory includes first point, that is a physiological need or survival need. Everybody is having these survival needs. What are those? Food, clothing, shelter. आपण अन्न, वस्त्र, निवारा म्हणतो. So these are the basic need. So Maslowला काय सांगायचं तुम्हाला? A minute. So he told like you are having these needs. Maslow just told managers like you told them these are your needs. Or self motivation, if somebody want, then that person has to understand this theory. Like I am having need. First need, I need survival things. Physiological needs I have. Food, clothing, shelter of me and my family. Then safety needs. What are the safety needs? Physical protection against the danger, accident, and economic security can be influenced through the pension, insurance, etc. सेफ्टी नीड्स मध्ये कुठल्या कुठल्या गोष्टी आल्या? इफ समथिंग हॅपन, डेंजर, सम ऍक्सिडेंट इज हॅपन विथ यू, इफ यू नीड सर्टन मनी समटाइम, हे पण सेफ्टी मधल्याच गोष्टी येतात, बरोबर. Or if in the retirement stage you need pension, you need certain insurance, right? So such a kind of safety need Maslow has included. Then social needs, so it includes the belonging and acceptance by other, like association, friendship, etc. So everybody is having social need, everybody like to wander in society, right? So that is called as a social need. Then esteem need or ego need, it includes self-respect. Everybody is having it, right? Then self-confidence, satisfaction. So these are the esteem need or ego needs. And last one is that self-actualization need. It means it is a desire to become what one is capable of becoming by his potential. So last need is a from potential. You have huge experience. Now you can handle whole plan. हे प्रत्येकाला वाटतं मी अख्खा प्लॅन हँडल करावा. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड एज अ सेल्फ ऍक्च्युलायझेशन नीड. सो मास्लो explained with the help of these needs. So how these aspects, how these needs will motivate you. Either manager can motivate by helping this, by considering this point, and he can motivate his employee, or employee can get self motivated by understanding his needs. Getting? So again I have discussion related to this. Tomorrow we'll discuss in detail. So anything anybody want to ask, like have you understood these 5 needs? If you understand 5 needs of everybody, then you can understand the Maslow's theory. Or anybody want to add any need here? So even you add, it is not allowed here because Maslow is having fixed theory of these points. Okay, so tomorrow we'll discuss again in detail. So we'll stop here. If any doubt is there, you can ask within 1 minute related to today's discussion. Don't forget to write test today at the maybe 1 p.m. 1 hour test will be there. Okay, so put your roll number and quit the meeting.